Welcome to the Pick Six Podcast Off-Season Edition, the first ever. Welcome to the off-season. We're ready. We're hanging loose. We're hanging. We're ready to go. It's the only podcast good enough to be dang near half bald, bro. This is the first podcast with the new cut.
I'm not even close to being bald.
You're right. I that was too far, and I get that.
Yeah.
But man, let me tell you, the hair, it pretty much got cut in half, dude.
I know.
This is what you get when you just start a very mediocre podcast and lose a halftime bet.
I did not know I had
Nah, dude, now you're looking like Mike Glennon out here, man. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I have to make fun of you a little bit, bro. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding around. We're all having fun. All right, anyways.
I don't look like I'm homeless. Chewed up baseball hat.
It's called having a dog that, I don't know. I don't have hats that aren't chewed up anymore, pretty much. Anyways, welcome to the Pick Six Podcast Off-Season Edition. This is going to be a crazy format. You already saw the logo. By now, you'll already hear the new theme song, I'm pretty sure, unless we fumbled, but that's fine. We do it all the time. Anyways, we're starting out with a brand new segment. What a way to start out a brand new podcast with a brand new segment called Rumor Mill.
Yeah.
This is going to be a segment that floats around maybe every week, maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe never again. We don't know. We don't know the feedback we're about to get. But Rumor Mill, there's always something juicy happening in the world of sports.
Right.
Today we got two news stories that are kind of lingering. No one really knows where they're going to go. And this is just going to be our takes on this rumor, what we think is going to come out of this, if anything. So starting up first, we'll flip. Maybe off-season is like my time to win the tosses.
No.
We don't know that, man.
Just flip it. Tails.
It's tails. I hate this coin. I hate every coin that I ever flipped.
Off season, who cares? I'm still winning.
Yeah, it's rough out here. But anyways, rumor mill. So the first rumor I'm going to throw at you, Aaron Rodgers. At this point, he is officially no longer going to be a Jet.
Yeah.
So what does this mean? There's a bunch of rumors floating out saying he completes the Favre trifecta, goes to the Vikings. There's other rumors saying he's going to the Titans. There's rumors saying he's going to the Browns. God, I hope not, but we never know. There's rumors saying he's going to your team with two veteran quarterbacks. What's a third? What do you think is going to happen
We're not
with
keeping
Aaron?
Russ. We better not keep Russ.
I don't know, dude. Last time I heard, you guys were in contract talks.
Last time I heard, it was kind of leaning away from Russ.
Well, you've definitely heard more recent than me. So
Yeah. But I don't want him to go to Pittsburgh. Maybe
he's literally in Pittsburgh. Oh, you mean Rodgers?
Yeah.
Okay.
If this was like 2 years ago, then I'd be like, sure.
Yeah.
But like,
Why not? 2-time MVP. A lot of
Yeah.
stuff, or 4-time, but 2-time and very recent.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not do
never
it?
tore his Achilles up to that point anyways.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Super Bowl champ 15 years ago. Lot going for him at that point. Now there's not much. Do you see him just calling it quits? He's been throwing out retirement for dang near a decade, so we never know what's going to happen.
There's going to be a team that will
take a chance.
Most likely he will be released, I'm assuming. I don't think anyone will trade for him.
Yeah.
Because if he gets released, now they can sign him for the minimum.
Yeah.
Just like what Russ
did, yeah.
Yeah. So,
you know the Steelers like that move, bro.
I know. Like, okay, if we do that,
yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Right.
I'm not upset with that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to trade for him.
No.
Because then we're giving up something to get that, and we're eating all that money.
Yeah, I feel like if you guys did that, though, you're pretty much... And this is kind of always my knock on Pittsburgh, is like, you're just stuck again, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's another season of the same thing. Rodgers is not going to put you over to the top, just like Russ. We, honestly, I just kind of thought about this. We both, like, completely predicted what Russ was going to be. Like, the early episodes when we were talking about Russell Wilson, I remember us being like, they're going to win the same amount of games. They're just going to be a little more flashier on offense, not look as dead. Like, he's better than Kenny Pickett. He's not going to win more games than Kenny Pickett. No shot at your boy, but we completely called that.
Get that ring, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. But like we completely called that from start to finish. Now that I think about it, but I think if Rodgers was gonna do that, I think it's the same exact team. You're marching the same exact thing on the field, and it's also like at this point, bro, I'm almost
He's
taking.
even older now than Russ, so
I'm almost taking Russ over Rodgers talent wise right now. Like I just am. I don't know. I feel like like, what's Rodgers good at? Release, footwork, like, not footwork, but, like, mechanically,
Yeah.
he's very unique, right? Russ, I mean, dude's throwing the best deep ball in the league right now. So it's like a lot of the
still
stuff.
Has a nice spiral on his ball, though.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I heard this one time, and it was like, so does Dan Marino, probably. Like, there's a bunch of quarterbacks. I don't think they ever lose their ability to throw the ball. You know what I mean? It's all the other stuff. It's the work ethic. It's the passion. Right. Tom Brady was. He was
dotting up anyone whenever he goes to any event. They just want him to throw the ball to him.
Right, for sure. Okay, so in my opinion, I think Tennessee interests me because I think that could be a thing. I definitely see it as being a Tennessee move. They've also already
they're already a retirement home, so
pretty
might as
much
well bring
right
in a 42-year-old
completes the entire narrative. But I feel like they already also came out saying they were probably not looking for a quarterback. Right, so in the draft, I'm saying. Yeah. So they're already saying they're probably not drafting a QB.
Stupid.
It's awful. It's a horrible opinion. Where are they? They're first, right? Don't they have the first pick?
That was New England.
No, New England's like fourth. They freaking fumbled. They lost to someone. But anyways, I'm pretty sure the Titans have the first pick in the draft. They said they're not going quarterback. So I wouldn't be surprised if they took a chance on a veteran like Rodgers, like Kirk Cousins. Maybe even Stafford, because they just gave Stafford the go-ahead to be traded, which is another crazy situation. Mm-hmm. So Stafford's able to go test the market, go talk to other teams. They just okayed that. And so there's some old heads in the league right now trying to find a new home. I think all of them will, but I don't think any of those teams are making the right decision. So I think Rodgers, honestly, if I had to bet on it, I'm taking Rodgers to Tennessee. I think it's a Tennessee move. They already said they're not drafting a QB.
I really want to see him go to Minnesota.
Minnesota would be cool. I think they're going to rock with Darnold, though. If they don't, they're going to probably just go with JJ. I don't think they're going to keep doing the thing where he just sits out. I mean, this year he didn't have a choice, but I think Darnold is going to be there. I don't think it's going to be really tough to pass up a dude that won 14 games. Like, it's just going to be. So, all right, next one is Bengals. The T on T, bro.
What's the T, man?
Yeah, the T on T.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
TNT? Dynamite?
We're so far gone that I don't even know if we can get back, but we're going to try. Anyways, T. Higgins, the Bengals, talking about franchise tagging that man again. We already know he didn't want it when it happened, so I can't imagine he's too excited about this.
But he's also mentioned about how he's happy to be in Cincinnati.
Right, but no one wants to just keep getting that 1-year deal every, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so, I don't know. I don't know if he's completely happy in Cincinnati. I'd have to look at the context, or it's like, okay, who's in the room when he's like saying that stuff. But I think T, if they were to franchise tag him, I don't think it's a bad move for Cincy. No. It just depends. I mean, it depends.
You get to keep your number 2, who could be a number 1 on some teams.
But it's also like, could you trade him to fix the defense? You know what I mean? And where it's like, Jamar is always going to be there.
I don't know, because you see.
You don't think Jamar's going to be there?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about fixing the defense.
Oh, you mean?
You'd probably get like a 2nd-round pick for him. Maybe a 3rd.
See, I feel like you could get like a sneaky linebacker and a pick. I don't know.
Not a good pick.
No, I'm talking like a 3rd
pick.
or 4th round, and like if we're in Madden terms, give me like a 83 overall. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. And where it's like at that point, like the draft pick.
They don't need a linebacker though.
Well, any position.
They need a secondary.
They need.
Their front
they need
seven
a lot.
Their front 7 is solid. They have a decent linebacking core.
Right.
They obviously have a good defensive line with Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
I think
well, they could use like another dude. I feel like it's Trey Hendrickson and then just a bunch of nothing.
Want another dude
but I'm saying like I feel like they have the sack leader and then everyone else is just nothing. Like I can't remember the stat, but I think there was a point in time where he had more sacks than like everyone else combined. Yeah. So it's like at that point like dude needs help a little bit. But I do think the secondary has been awful for a very long time. I don't think it's ever fixed itself from when Eli Apple was stinking up the entire NFL. Yeah. So, all right. Do you think they should franchise tag him? Do you think if you're T. Higgins, you should push a little harder to be traded. What's your take on the franchise tag of T. Higgins?
I think they should trade him, but I think they should also franchise tag him.
What, like
tag him, and then
and then field offers?
Yeah, then look at the offers. Just squeak.
Yeah, that was on my chair.
Dude,
Dude, that's gonna be crazy.
If I'm Higgins, I also want to push to get traded, but also not be that guy who just sits out. Because we've seen in the past where guys who push for a trade also sit out.
Yeah.
They come back and they just suck.
Especially the wide receiver position.
Yeah.
We got Ayuk. We got
running back too.
Running back and wide receiver. But wide receiver is just the stereotypical diva these days. Every wide receiver is just so mad that they're wide receivers. For some reason. I think it's the coolest position on the field. They're all grumpy about it. So I can see what you're saying. I think the Bengals will end up franchise tagging him. I don't know if they get traded. I think it depends on a lot of Jamar. I think if Jamar is just easily signable and they can just get something done, get something good, get something going, then I think it works, and I think it opens a lot of doors to where now the ball's kind of back in your court. You got your guys, you got your quarterback, your wide receiver. Now you get to decide what you can get out of T. So field offers, do the Myles Garrett thing, be strict, be decisive in what you want. Bro, I'm fine with it. Send T. Higgins and Trey Hendrickson to Cleveland. We'll dip Myles. I don't care. Why? Who isn't?
You're not going to get Hendrickson and T.
Why not? The best defensive player in the NFL for the 24th best wide receiver and a top 7 defensive player? Nah, dude. I just feel like you are though.
Unless you give up a 2nd round draft pick.
No, dude. I think that trade goes hard, bro. I think the Bengals win that trade. I do. You've been trying to get rid of T forever. T's a wide receiver 2 on 17 teams.
If you give up Garrett and a 2nd round draft pick, I think you guys win that. Or I think they will win.
Right, but I think if you give up Garrett for Higgins and Hendrickson, I think they're fine with it.
I think that's just too much.
You can maybe throw in a 4th or something, or a 4th and a 5th or something. Just get it out of here. But T. Higgins and Hendrickson, bro, the Higgins market, here's what blows my mind with people, right? T. Higgins, I talk to people all the time. T. Higgins is just the greatest. He can't escape Cincinnati. He's a wide receiver 1 on 34 other NFL teams out of 32. He's just the amazing, and he's still there because nobody wants him.
I don't think he said nobody wants him, but I think Cincinnati is asking too much for him.
And that's what I'm saying. If Cincinnati's valuing him too much, then how valuable is he really?
I think he could be a really good number 1, but I don't think he's been given the opportunity to really showcase that because he's
I think he could be the 19th best wide receiver 1 in the NFL.
I think he could
maybe
be
20th.
I think he could be a top 10 receiver.
No.
But I don't think he'll ever be better than Jamar.
Oh, 100%. Top 10?
I think top 10 is very reasonable.
I don't think that. I think he's a late teens to 20 guy.
If
wide
you
receiver 1.
Get him to be the number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. He gets the ability to grow. I think he could be a top 10 receiver. I'm not saying top 5.
I don't think he's wide receiver 1 on Kansas City. I think Rashee Rice is better than T. Higgins. I just do, with a fully impacted ACL. But I think T. Higgins would be wide receiver 2 on more teams than people think. I also think he would be wide receiver 2 on more teams than he would be wide receiver 1. I just do. And that's just off the top of my head. I'd have to go look through the teams. But, I feel like if he was as good as everyone thinks he is, they would have at least, there would have been more rumors, bro. No one's even in talks for the dude. And I agree people are probably making phone calls, but it's never even been, a close call situation to where T. Higgins almost got traded today. I don't know. I like the dude. I want him on Cleveland, but, at this point, I'd take a straight dog on Cleveland, but I don't know. All right, we could probably move on. So you think franchise tag and then field offers. I think that's smart. That's probably what is going to happen. So we will go off of the football world into the basketball world, bro. There's just some steamy nonsense going on in the NBA right now. And it's just all to do with LeBron James and his horrible work ethic and his terrible commitment to the game at this 40-year-old stage. I've never seen someone get so much heat for being in a league for 22 years. But anyways, LeBron James sat out for the NBA All-Star Game. It's this huge controversy. That dude should just feel so bad that he sat out. What's your take on this? I
think everyone knows what your take is already on it.
I mean, just keep going. I have like a whole... You can go first on this.
He's about to spiel a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Do you want me to go or do you want to go?
I really like... My take on it is like, I don't really care.
Okay, but me
enough
neither.
Stars in the NBA that I think if LeBron wants to sit out. But like, my thing is like, I hope this doesn't start a trend.
Fair.
Between NBA players, like
Fair.
it did in the NFL, where it's like, I lost in the championship game. My feelings are hurt. I'm not gonna play now.
Yeah.
I don't like you guys. I'm gonna go chill in Cancun. But like, I just hope it doesn't start a thing in the NBA where now all the stars are like, well, like I also don't want to play because I also don't want to potentially get hurt.
They're also not LeBron. Like, I see what you're saying. I think it could spiral into that. I really hope it doesn't. So I agree with you there. I also think that people can look at it and be like, okay, well, maybe I need to go play 20 in a row to have that privilege to call out one time because of an ankle injury. Here's my thing, okay?
But he also was dunking like 3 days
He scored 40 2 nights ago. I get it. I understand the critique.
Like, I don't think he was hurt.
I think he was...
Maybe a little banged up.
Right. And what I think is, I think he's on a team right now. I think if this was last year, if LeBron was where he is right now, but on last year's team, or even pre-Luka trade, I think he plays in this game. I think LeBron is in a situation where he's looking at his team and he's looking at his record and he's saying, I could probably win a championship this year. And I don't think he's felt like that in a long time. I really don't. Even Western Conference Finals against the Nuggets, LeBron, I don't think there was there. But I do think he thinks that this team could win a title. And so if he can get an extra 3 days for his 40-year-old self to rest his not injured, I will give it banged up ankle, then I think that's fine. I also think if we're going to compare everything to the NFL, then I think we kind of need to examine what we complain about for the NFL. Because the two things that people complain about for the NFL Pro Bowl is alternates and the game not being realistic. Anyways, so alternates and the game not being realistic. So if we then translate this into basketball, then I don't get why people are upset. Because if LeBron was going to sit out this game and called in a person that was not all-star talent or caliber to come fill in his spot, then is that not the same thing as Drake May going to the Pro Bowl this year? Like, if LeBron was like, I'm out, you can take someone else in. I just watched so many people complain about the exact same thing in the NFL. You know what I mean? And then the other situation is the way the game is and the realistic part of the game. Everyone says the Pro Bowl needs to feel more like football. Can we think of a time where it's like, oh, I need to rest today, and then that team has to suffer for it? The answer would be, yeah, it happens every single situation ever. You don't get to just call in your buddy, like, and just have him participate in the All-Star game because he deserves it more. It's, if LeBron wants to sit out, the team needs to, quote-unquote, suffer from that if you want it to be realistic. And so the two things that people complain about in the NFL are the two things that people are complaining for in the NBA, and it makes no sense. But it's just because of who it is. Sorry, that was long, and I talked
honestly,
a lot.
I wasn't listening for half of it. So.
Bruh. Well, I don't understand the connection and comparison to it. Because it's like, is the NBA and NFL different? Like, I don't know. But I think the things we are complaining about are very similar to the things we're complaining for. That's my whole opinion on that.
But
What?
People complain for people sitting out in the NFL, Pro Bowl, so that's why they also complain about LeBron sitting out.
Right, but if we just wanted a complete replacement for him that night, just spur of the moment thing. That's exactly what everyone is so mad about. But we hate that Drake May made the Pro Bowl. I think that's so stupid. I think Drake May should not have been a Pro Bowler this year. So it's like, we would have had to do the same thing for LeBron's replacement. And so, I don't know. I think people are just going to be mad in general, and it makes me mad in general. So, I don't know. We can move on. Do you have anything to add?
People are criticizing his sunshine.
I mean, that's part of it. No,
Yeah.
I hate the double narrative, and I also hate that LeBron is held to a completely different standard than any other person.
That comes with
ever.
Being the face of
Jordan would have sat out this game and no one would have said a word about it. A single time. That. I would almost bet.
We weren't alive.
Right, I agree. But
so
if Jordan would have,
we can't talk about what Jordan would have.
We kind of can,
but we can't. We never watched him in his prime.
Jordan left the league 2 times and no one cares. If LeBron left the league 2 times, he would be completely out of the go.
People care about
LeBron fans care. That's it. It's the only people that care. The only people that care are the people that do not think Michael Jordan is the GOAT. That's it.
He came back and he still was just as good, though.
Right, but if LeBron left the NBA 2 times, there would be no...
It would be like Jordan was in the news. That was big news. You just had the face of your whole league, not just the franchise of the Bulls, but the whole league leave and go do baseball.
That's sick, dude. That's such a baller move.
So
Props to MJ.
And anyone that even Dion was big news when he played.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be big news. I'm saying LeBron would never be allowed in the GOAT debate ever again if he did that. If he did what Jordan did, he would never be even allowed to be talked about. You were a part-time dude that gave up twice because of gambling and other loves. LeBron already gets knocked for not caring enough when he's 40 years old, 22 years in. I mean, I just think I think Jordan can do things that LeBron can't, and we're just fine with it. And I think that's just crazy to me.
I mean, you can also make the argument as like now social media is a thing, so more
fair.
People
That's
can
a
voice
fair
their issues more.
Yeah.
So like maybe there were people that were criticizing Jordan.
Yeah, it just wasn't.
But
everywhere.
like no one really pushed that narrative that hard. Give me that.
No, I think that's fine. That I kind of agree with that. I think the social media thing is kind of the only piece of evidence for the other way. So I will kind of
and most of the
agree
people
with
that
that.
were covering Jordan was Chicago news stations, which were most likely probably biased towards Jordan.
Where now it's like the entire world covering. I get that.
Now the game is way more international as well.
And the people that are, and I'm not, we don't have to beat this in the head, but the people that are talking about LeBron right now are right around the age of demographic where it's like, I watched Jordan in his prime and LeBron's not even close and da-da-da-da-da. And I don't care what your opinion is, but they have to be close. And I think the 35 to 45-year-old demographic just love Jordan so much that they find any old thing to like criticize LeBron for. So I think
it's all about nostalgia as well. They grew up watching Jordan.
And that's what I'm saying.
It's going to be the same thing for us when we're arguing about Wemby.
Rest in peace, Wemby, dude. Did you see what happened? I don't know if this is real, but I just watched
I didn't even see him get injured. I just saw him playing defense, and then that's the clip they were saying when he got hurt. It's like, so he didn't fall or anything? Like, I didn't see him fall.
I might be completely, like, idiotic for saying this. I just watched a video, and I don't know if it's, like, what actually happened, but he was, like, in warm-ups, and he was, like, shooting a shot, and someone came and, like, blocked him. And, like, just to be funny. And then he just started holding his shoulder afterwards. And I was like, bro. Like, if he got injured because someone came up and just slapped the ball out of his hand, that is going to be insane.
But, yeah. They're going to get Cooper Flag now.
Yeah, right. I agree.
It's going to be that team is going... Like, if they get a good draft pick, and they nail that draft pick... Yeah. That team is going to be like they don't need to get a superstar.
No.
They just need to get a good.
Wemby just needs help. Wemby just needs help.
They have Fox. They have De'Aaron Fox.
Right. Well, he's a big piece.
Yeah. So if you get another solid guy.
Yep.
That team is.
And they're gonna be. They're gonna have
Fox
lottery.
Is only like 25, I think.
Yeah.
He's still real young.
Yeah, he's younger. I don't know if he's 25. He might. I don't know.
He might be like 24. I mean, they came in the league at like 19 years old. So.
Right. Yeah, I think the Spurs are one player away from being good.
Legit.
They might need a bigger caliber player to like get over to be championship caliber. No,
they have Wemby.
I agree.
He's gonna be that guy.
No, I know, but I think you need like if you watch it, it's like
right now, yeah, you could say that.
Like if Wemby's Joker, I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit before they get a Jamal Murray. That's all I'm saying. Like I think you need a
Fox.
It just depends.
I think Fox is better than Murray.
Right now he is, but I don't think the Nuggets are contending to. I don't think the Nuggets are gonna go anywhere.
I think Fox is better than Murray's peak.
Oh, I don't think that. I don't think that. I think when the Nuggets were fighting for championships, Jamal Murray was way better than Fox. Maybe not way better, but I think he was just. I think you could just tell. It looked way more like grown up. You kind of knew what you were getting every single time. All right, we can jump into the next thing that is just. We're just all over, dude. We're going football, and then we're going basketball, and then we're going back to football. The MLB is around the corner. We're going to be talking about that soon. What a crazy time to be alive. This one is something near and dear to our hearts, man. We participate in this at least once a week. We got predicting next year's cover for one of our favorite games, Madden 26, coming out next season. The cover athlete for Madden is always a huge deal. It's really not, but it is to some people. And so, who do you think the Madden 26 cover athlete is going to be next season?
I don't know. Flip the coin, man.
All right, we're flipping it. Man, pushy, dude. Pushy.
Tails.
I don't even, can I just give you the win?
Just flip it, bro.
It's heads.
Damn it.
Holy crap, bro. I don't even know, and everyone watching knows this, I don't even know how to go first. like I promise pretty soon you're going to be going first in this situation. So I think you can I think this one's easy.
Right,
for
100%.
For a lot of reasons. I think you can kind of cross out people. So MVP, Josh Allen.
He already was.
Literally Madden. And you can be repeat, but I think you kind of have to do a lot to be repeat.
Yeah.
And so he was also just 2 years ago. So it was Josh Allen, McCaffrey, and then it wouldn't be Josh Allen again. Mahomes, not there.
Yeah.
Henry, not there. Lamar was already it. He also didn't win MVP, so I think Allen deserves it more than Lamar. I think the cover athlete for Madden, jersey number 26, is Saquon Barkley. I think if he doesn't get it, that's just crazy to me. I don't know who else would even be in talks for it. Right. You also just had McCaffrey do it last year, who did not have a good. I mean, he had a great season. Did not have as good of a season as Saquon just did. Saquon also just won the Super Bowl. So, honestly, I think the top two that deserve it are Saquon and then Jalen Hurts. I don't want a Madden cover with Jalen Hurts on it. I just don't. I don't know. I just really don't want that at all. I think Saquon, with 26 being the year and 26 being his jersey, I think this is an obvious choice. It's Saquon Barkley. Do you agree?
No.
If you say...
Wait,
you actually don't agree? Or are you just trolling right now?
No, man.
All right, go ahead.
I think that this guy deserves it a lot. Because he finally got a Super Bowl. Played amazing in the Super Bowl.
For everyone watching, they all know it's not Jalen Hurts or anyone meaningful. Keep going.
Yeah, because this guy is the most important guy on that team. On any team. He is the face of the whole league. He is the LeBron James and Michael Jordan debate in one person. Kenny Pickett.
Dude, holy crap, you just threw me off guard, so I did not know you were going to say that.
Kenny Pickett.
I mean, this is crazy. I don't even know what to say now. I did not know where that was coming from. Gosh.
All right, but
oh my gosh! I'm gonna throw everything, bro.
So my pick was also Barkley, but I'll go in a different direction.
Okay.
And I'll make an argument for that as well because I think Madden loves to glaze quarterbacks a lot, and there's one quarterback that I think gets a lot of glaze. That's Joe Burrow.
Oh.
I think they get Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
I think they might go Joe Burrow.
Okay, so
I think Burrow or Barkley might actually be top 3 for them. I think Allen's in the conversation because MVP.
Dude, maybe this is what reverses the Madden curse, bro. Burrow always hurt. His team isn't good. Maybe he like wins 10 games and plays a full season. We never know. Man, you don't know what's gonna happen. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't think Joe Burrow could handle a Madden curse. I think that could end his career. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Burrow.
I also like Jamar. They haven't had a receiver on there in a while.
Give me like a... Dude.
I would love to see Jamar on there.
I honestly wouldn't mind a...
Hoping the Madden curse gets him good. Not like
Jamar?
Death. Yeah.
Why?
Because it's a rival.
But it's Jamar.
Yeah, he's chill.
Yeah, that's
he
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
have to get hurt, but like... Maybe, like, cut Joe Burrow's hand off.
You know what? You know what? Actually, I agree. I hope Jaden Daniels gets the Madden cover. For Madden 26, baby, give me Daniels on the cover all day. I hope he makes it. NFC Championship, Rookie of the Year. Let's go, dude.
So, what you're saying is his Madden curse is that he's going to put on weight, but he's also going to get diabetes from putting that weight on, right?
Perhaps. No, I was just thinking he's going to get hurt, but he's probably going to do that anyway, so I would just give it to Saquon.
Mm-hmm. So then Saquon can get hurt. Running backs that get a lot of carries and do like really well one season, they aren't the same next season. Typically.
That was always my argument for Chubb. And now, now Chubb is hurt. But, like, this was always my thing. Just breaking off
Henry
in a
is
short.
one of the only running backs that I can think of.
He
the last, like,
usually
10
doesn't
years,
get hurt, yeah.
Is that like he can have a great year,
yeah,
and still be maybe not as good, but like still very consistent.
Well, and he's been like fairly healthy.
He's only been hurt like what once?
Yeah, maybe.
And it was for half a season.
It's
but he
crazy
played the first half.
How big he is and how aggressive he runs that he doesn't get hurt more. Like that. I mean, his size probably helps the fact that he doesn't get hurt, but also like the amount of hits he just takes and people he just throws. Right? No, right.
For the legs, which is even more impressive that he doesn't have more knee issues or anything like that.
Quick segment: Derrick Henry, first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah. All right, let's go. Anyways,
I really hope so.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be so cool when we start watching people that we watched like make the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Like I get like Drew Brees and stuff like that, but like I'm talking about like people that started in our era. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be cool. Yeah. I think it's Saquon. I think the number thing is the biggest thing for me. Bro, also
he likes numbers, right? You like numbers?
Numbers?
Autism.
I think. Anyways, numbers 26. Bro, please make the cover the backwards hurdle. Dude. The backwards hurdle in a Madden cover, that would be sick, bro.
I also just like the idea, like bring back a full side of the team, like do like the Seattle defense again, but like obviously not Seattle.
Yeah, because they're mid.
They are now.
Yeah. Or
like do like a Troy Larry.
Yeah, dude. No, I was going to say that. They should do, like, multiplayer. I wouldn't mind that. Except for don't do the freaking Mahomes-Brady cover when they're just, like, sitting in a front yard. That cover was so bad. They're just, like, looking at the camera. Like, okay, I get you're the first and second best quarterback of all time. And, I mean, well, Tom Brady you can debate on second or third.
Or give me, like, the exciting whites.
What?
Yeah, give me the exciting whites on the cover.
What are you talking about? Are you saying like Caucasian?
No, Cooper and Caucasian, obviously.
I didn't know if you meant like jersey color or something. No, I knew what you were talking about the whole time. So like Cooper, like who would be your
Cooper and Blankenship?
Oh my gosh.
From Philly.
Yeah.
Give me those two guys on the cover.
Yeah. Throw Tucker on there. Complete the trifecta. Yeah. Heck yeah, dude. All right, anyways, we are... What's up?
It was like Harrison Butker.
Yeah, dude. Oh, my gosh. It'd be kind of funny if they did a Madden cover of just all of the, like, controversial players.
So, like,
Deshaun, Justin Tucker. You got, like, Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt kicking the field goal.
That's like the intro loading screen is just Hunt.
Harrison Butker is walking out with, like, a chef hat.
Yeah, he's got an apron on.
on.
Just no one would buy that game. Actually, I think that game would do well. Not even gonna lie.
Deshaun and Tucker are like in a massage parlor right now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Face of the franchise is just Robert Kraft's legacy. Anyways, we're going to halftime. We hope you enjoyed this. We're going to see you in like 3 seconds. I don't know why I'm trying to conclude. Peace out to halftime.
Gross.
Welcome to halftime. This week's halftime is crazy. There's no stakes on the line because the hair has already been snipped. We're free falling. We're free balling. We're doing all these things.
Free balling.
Heck yeah, dude. Guess the player. We got 10 questions. We already played this game. I'm going to flip it. We're going to call it in the air. Louis going to win because that's what always happens. And then we're going to go 10 questions. We have to give each other the conference and if they're current or past. And then it's 10 questions to try and figure out our mystery player. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Call it in the air. Did you just call me a ma'am? Wouldn't have it any other way. All right, here we go.
Tails.
It's heads, bro. I'm 2-1. Oh my gosh. All right. Anyways, Adrian's eating something. Don't care.
He always does. It's probably a battery.
All right, I'm gonna pick on if we. All right, I will probably. I'll guess first.
You want to guess first? All right.
No, I'll give first. Yeah, let's give first. Let's give first.
Okay.
I flipped it. Okay. I'm thinking. Let me pull up this so I can.
I'm not going to be able to think if you're still chewing.
Yeah, if you're chewing on plastic, then that's probably not going to be great. It's probably not going to be great for the audio.
Where's it even at? It's in. Adrian, please stop, girl.
Okay, quick hint to help you out a little bit. This person was on. Yeah, this person was on. He was on multiple teams, and there isn't one that's more than the other. It's a tie. So I'm just gonna give you that information. I'm gonna go by what I most remember. So yeah, I'm gonna go past AFC. Adrian!
Can't stop addicted to the shindig. Chop top, it says I'm gonna win big. Choose not a life of imitation. Distant closer to the reservation. Defunct the pistol that you pay for. Dispunk the feeling that you stay for. In time, I want to be your best friend. Eastside love is living on the west end. Knocked out before you better come to. Don't die, you know the truth is some do. Go write your message on the pavement. So bad, I wonder what the wave meant. White heat is screaming in the jungle. Complete the motion if you stumble. Go ask the dust for any answers. Come back strong with 50 valid answers.
Right. So it's from what I mostly know him from.
Right.
I'm gonna go with past AFC to give you that.
Okay. So past AFC,
Yeah.
positional player.
Like skill position?
Yeah.
He did play a position, you're right. No. Yeah, he is a skill guy.
Okay, wide receiver.
Yeah.
All right, so he's a wide receiver past AFC. Did I watch him in my lifetime?
You did.
Okay. Color blue in his
No.
in the main color scheme.
No.
No. Okay. So, the main team isn't blue, which
Yeah.
from the AFC takes out Patriots. Okay. What do you consider Miami blue?
I really don't. It's not Miami though. But I don't really. I think that's
Okay.
more like a. I guess it could be blue. I don't know.
I
man.
typically consider it blue myself.
Yeah.
Just based on the game. Just
I'll
to make
consider
little
it blue.
bit
Yeah. Yeah. We'll
Okay.
consider that blue.
So I'm gonna go. So it's not New England. It's not Buffalo. It's not Miami. Not Houston. Not Jacksonville. None of the South. West takes out the Chargers and the Broncos, which leaves me with the whole North. Did he play in the North?
He did.
Okay, so he played in the North. Played on multiple teams, so it's not Ocho. Also, I feel like you would be like, yeah, he's from.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not Odell because he's still in the league. It's not freaking what's his face because he played for Miami. For the Browns. Can't even think of his name.
He must have been really good.
He played in New Orleans.
Landry.
Yeah. It's not him. Did he play... Did he play in the NFC South?
He did.
He did. So he played in the NFC South. He played in the AFC North.
You're on a crazy run right now, dude. You have 4 more questions.
Okay. The blue question, does that go for the NFC as of well? Like, was that, like, were you answering for both?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not Tampa. What do you mean Tampa? It's not Carolina.
It's not Carolina.
It's not Carolina.
Yeah.
What's the other team?
That's it.
Yeah, New Orleans. Oh, it's Falcons. Okay. No.
He's deep in thought, dude. There's steam coming out, man. This is getting crazy.
Can't be Tampa. Was he a notable player?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Okay. Like Pro Bowl caliber?
No. But he would, like,
him?
yeah,
Okay, so he's not a Pro Bowler, but he got passed around.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay. Has he played on 4 or more teams?
Yes.
Okay. So he played on a lot of teams. How many more do I have?
Two more.
Two more?
2 more questions.
I have no idea.
You still haven't found the team, bro. Like, that's what's kind of surprising.
Okay. So it's not the South. I can take that out. It's not
Wait, what?
the AFC South because of blue.
I already said the North.
I know, but I'm telling.
Oh, for like any other teams?
Yeah, is the North like his main? Is that what you?
His main 2 are the North and the South.
Oh, okay.
Like, the other teams are just filler. I'll give you that.
Did he play on the Browns?
He did not.
Did not. So he didn't play on the Browns.
You got 1 more question.
Did he play on...
There's no way you get this, I think, bro. Dang, you were on one, too.
Did he play on the Ravens?
He did not.
Okay, so it's either Cincinnati or it's Steelers.
Yeah, this is your guess, though. Man, that's tough, dude.
So a notable guy that played on the Steelers somewhat that's been around. So if I look at the team, it can't be Pittsburgh. It has to be Baltimore. That's my idea. Because, Adrian, get away from the light. Is it Ray McLeod?
It's not.
Oh, he's still in the league.
You want me to give you another thing? Your team is the Bengals. We're looking for a Bengals guy. You want me to go with the other division? This is over.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So we'll go. So the AFC North team was the Bengals. Spent 4 years there.
The Bengals.
The NFC team was the Falcons. Spent 4 years there.
I can't.
Dude, I thought you were gonna get this in like 8, bro. And then the last 5 just like did not help you. Like, that just did not do you well.
I don't know.
It's Mohamed Sanu.
I completely forgot about him.
Dude, I like when we got to 5.
I couldn't think of any players.
You figured out it was a North wide receiver in the. You watched it in your lifetime. I was like, dude, he's got 3 more questions. He's gonna have this.
I'm not in my prime.
Well, I was like,
my prime would have had that.
I was like, bro, like I was so confused why you weren't just like narrowing down teams. You know what I mean? Like I think if you would have got the Bengals, you would have got them.
I think you say that he played on multiple teams, kind of like maybe try to think of like all the teams.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. All right, we're ready.
Okay.
As Skip Bayless would say, it's my turn.
All right.
I can't believe I just did that, bro.
Past NFC.
Past NFC, skill guy.
Yes.
Okay, is this skill guy a running back?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, okay. Did this skill guy, you said past, correct?
Yep.
This isn't a question. Did this team that he was mostly known for make the playoffs this year?
This year?
This season. Like, not when he was on it, but this team, did they make the playoffs?
No.
No. Okay, so we got the Bears.
No, it's 3 now.
Yeah, we got the Bears, we got the Giants, we got the Cowboys. We have the Panthers, the Saints, the Falcons. Okay, did this player play in the NFC South?
No.
No. Okay, so that takes 3 away. What's the other one I'm missing? Okay, so we got the Giants, the Cowboys, the Bears, and then we have the East or the West. So we got the Niners and the Seahawks. Okay, did this player play for the West?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay.
Get out.
Is it a Seahawks running back?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Did I watch him in my lifetime?
You are alive.
Heck yeah, I know who it is, bro. Is he a starter?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I feel like is it Sean Alexander?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. All right, we did it, man. Yeah, we're heading back, dude. We're heading back to the actual pod. We hope you enjoyed halftime. We hope it was better than Kendrick himself, bro. We hope you enjoyed that. We're going back to the actual pod. Just clap on her. Okay, welcome back to the Pick Six Pod. We hope you enjoyed halftime. We hope it was restful. We hope it was very minimal annoyance. Now, we're diving into the last 2 segments of the first ever Pick Six in the offseason. We're discussing a question that has been thrown out all over the league, all over multiple leagues. We're taking 6 players. We're asking ourselves, how many more years do they have? How much gas is left in the tank? Maybe we can branch off into how many good years they have left. When do we think these 6 players will retire? We're flipping the coin. We're getting to it. Are you ready?
Yeah. Tails.
This feels like a heads flip. It's heads, dude. Wow, I'm 3-1 right now. I am 3-1 with the heads. Let's go. All right. First player on my card is none other than Matthew Stafford. This is a player that's already won a Super Bowl. This is a player that has been in the league for a long time. He's been in the league, I think, is there anyone from Stafford's class that is still playing?
He's 37. I'm going to say probably not.
Yeah, right. Okay, so he's the only person left in his rookie class. So that timeline is rounding the corner for sure. It is any day now. I'm saying he has 2 more years. I think he's going to be in Los Angeles next year. I also think he's going to be in Los Angeles 1 year and a different team another year. Is that fair? What do you think? How much longer does Matthew Stafford have?
I honestly think he gets traded this year.
Really?
Yeah. And then if he stays with the Rams 1 more year.
Last season?
If he goes somewhere this offseason, he's got 2.
Okay. I don't mind that. I do think we're going to see 1 year with the Rams and 1 year
I think
going
to a new team will kind of give him some extra life, maybe bring some... I'm not saying he does it right now, but I think it'll boost him up a little bit.
What's crazy is I still think he's a top 10 guy. I mean, just eye test numbers, like I would rather have Stafford than a lot of people. So he still has it. To be considered a top 10 guy probably for one of the first times in his career, I would almost say. Because with the Lions, like, he was good, but the Lions were the Lions, so no one was really paying attention to any of that.
Right. He's a guy I would love to have in Pittsburgh.
That would be sick. I think Pittsburgh would do very well. I think they would make the playoffs and actually go somewhere.
Yeah.
I think they could win a couple games with them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm saying 2 years. I'm saying one with the Rams, one without the Rams. You're saying if he is the Rams, this is his last dance. We will move on to... This is probably the most debated retirement at the moment because this dude has... No. This dude has 2 weeks to decide. I'm talking about Travis Kelce. Travis
Why does he
Kelce,
have 2 weeks?
they gave him until like March 4th or something to decide on if he's staying with the team.
Why?
Because they want... What?
What did I miss about Kelce?
No, because he's contemplating retirement, so they gave him a timeline saying, I need a decision so we can move forward. If you're here, great, we want you here. If you're not here, then we need to do something, so we need to know soon before the draft. Yeah. So that's that. I think Kelce will be. I don't think he's retiring. I think he's got at least 2 years left. I think he's 34 right now, if I'm right. 34, 35. Okay. So I don't know. I think he's going to be kind of what we saw, which is still one of the best tight ends in the NFL. He's still at, I think, 800 to 900 yards this year. I mean, dude played in the dang Super Bowl. He's not the guy that's going to retire on a loss. I mean, at some point he might have to if the Chiefs don't win. But I think he stays for at least 2 more years to kind of try it. I think he loves Andy Reid. I think he loves the kind of life he's built for himself. He's going to be good regardless. I mean, he's already has like game shows and movies and TV shows and stuff like that after football. And Taylor. So I think he's fine if he retires, obviously. I mean, most people are. I think he's going to stay for 2 more years, try and get that 4th ring with Patty. I think he's way too close to the organization and to the Chiefs' kingdom.
I don't think he's going to retire.
Yeah.
I really think he might just have 1 more year.
1 more year. Okay, so you think this might be Kelce's last season? I don't mind it.
Like my thing is like if he's this close
to
potentially retiring.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have a good season next year, and if I just think like
I think it depends on a lot of the Chiefs' success. Like if they go to the Super Bowl next year and lose, he's done. That's what I think. If they go to the Super Bowl and win next year, he's done. If they miss the playoffs, though, I don't think he's going out like that. I really don't. I just don't think so. Like you said, I think there's a lot of things involved. I think it involves what team they have this year, which, I mean, I would imagine it would be good. I also think it depends on Andy Reid. I think it depends on what weapons they bring in the draft. I think it depends, like you said, on how he plays. Because I don't think he's the guy that's just, I got 500 yards this year. My elbow hurts and I've lost 8 games. We're done.
To me, what kind of, I don't want to say scares, but like makes me think more about it is that the fact that they're giving him a window to make the decision. Yeah. Normally, I don't think teams do that. I
think they gave Jason a window.
This is like the first. Well, this is like one of the first times where I've really heard about that.
No, I think that happens. I feel like I don't know.
They?
I feel like they've done that.
Maybe it's just more talked about because Taylor.
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, I don't think they were really discussing Jason Kelce's future that much in the national news, but yeah, I don't know. I think he's got 2 years left. He might have 1. I think there's a lot of situations in play. Next up. Do you think Aaron Rodgers okay, I guess I gotta go first. Aaron Rodgers, is he calling it quits this year? How much time does he have? I think this is his last season. This one I'm kind of sure about. I don't think he does anything, and I think at that point, no team... He has 1 more shot. Like, if he goes somewhere and sucks, he's done anyways. And he's gonna retire because nobody wants him. Like, that's where I'm at with it. So at that point, it's like... What do you do? I think he's going to have to retire because of basically force and just circumstance. So where do you think Rodgers is? How much longer do you see him doing this?
I could see retiring this year.
You don't think he's even going to try next year? I think he gets a job, though, somewhere. Tennessee, baby. Tennessee.
Come here. Never mind.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get a job, then I think he's retiring. But I think I do think he can get a job.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's going to retire. I think he retires probably. If he plays bad, like you were saying, I think he retires. I think if he plays good, or at least decent, I think he stays. I think he does 2 more years.
See, I think if he plays good, he just leaves that be the last taste in their mouth and just goes. Because he's not winning another bowl. If 2020 Aaron Rodgers isn't winning a bowl, he's not either. Like, I can't see a situation. I think the Aaron Rodgers experiment has completely dwindled from the moment that dude was carrying Old Glory and ripped his ACL apart. That's just what I'm thinking. All right. Next one is Big Red, dude. How much longer does Andy Reid have before he calls it quits, before he retires and becomes the next Super Bowl
that they win? If they win one, I think realistically, next 3 years.
Yeah.
But I think if they win a Super Bowl before that,
right,
I think he's done.
Okay.
I think
fair.
Like if they win one this coming year, I think he's done.
Yeah, I don't think he's a guy that's just gonna sit there forever. I also think there's not legacy.
He's 60, he doesn't.
He's 66, I think. And legacy-wise, I don't think you can gain anything from it. Like, he's not passing up Bill unless he wins 4 in a row.
Yeah, he's 66.
Yeah, so I mean, at that point, it's like, I don't know. He's not going to pass up Bill. I think he could sit there at second regard. I think he's already in the debate for the second best.
Yeah.
So it's like, at that point, what do you have to lose? I think if he doesn't get back to the Super Bowl pretty soon, he's going to call it quits. I like your window. I'm going to say he'll probably stick around for like 4 years. I can see him retiring at 70. Mm-hmm. I feel like he's going to like pick a number. That just sounds like an Andy Reid thing to do.
What about 69, though? That's a pretty solid number to pick. I'm not going to lie.
She's wrapping herself in the tablecloth.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. Next up, we have a day that is going to bring me tears. We have LeBron James. 40 years old, LeBron James got to play with his son. Has pretty much done everything that he wanted to do. Pretty much called it all bonus points. How much longer is LeBron staying with the Lakers this season? Or this career, I guess.
Well, why can't he go to a different team?
Oh, I don't think that's happening. With Bronny staying in LA, I don't think that's happening. He's got too much. I think he will retire a Laker. Or a Cav.
I'd be okay with that.
Bro, give me one last shebang, dude. I would buy season tickets. I would be so broke, dude. I really would.
This is tough.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people have been like predicting he's gonna retire
15 years, bro.
For the last like 10 seasons.
Yeah, it's been a while. There's so many tweets, bro. It's like LeBron's almost 32. This won't continue for much longer.
Yeah, but it's like it has.
He won 2
and like he's honestly gotten better in my opinion.
Yeah. Dude, he has 40 points twice since he turning 40, and he's been 40 for a year, for a month and a half.
The way that I look at it is like it's not going to be when he stops playing good. It's going to be when he gets tired of doing all the preparation that he does to play good.
Yeah.
And to be healthy for a whole season.
Yeah.
And like I think as a 40-year-old, it probably would start to get tiring and just annoying to deal with all that stuff.
Yeah.
If they win a championship,
calls it. That would be crazy.
It would be the best way for him to go out. Unless he just really, really believes in this team.
Yeah.
Voice crack. But if he really believes in that team to potentially win another one the next season, or maybe a year after that, then he could stay for another 2 seasons. But like
Chase MJ, bro.
It would just be too perfect if they win a championship this season.
Yeah.
Just go out, bro.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I think his comp is always Brady. Because of the longevity thing. And the other thing with Brady is that Brady was never bad. Like if Brady came in today, I still think he would be top 10 in the NFL. I just really think that. So LeBron, I don't see a point where LeBron is washed or a shell of himself or anything like that. I think this is the worst LeBron is going to be. I mean, obviously when he's 55, like I get that. But like He's obviously going to retire before that. I don't think we will ever see a point where LeBron is bad. I think he'll just be good until he retires. Now, his average might go down to 22 points a game, but that's still one of the best, second best player on the team. That's one of the best two-man in the league. So, at least he's going to be there for a while. I think he's going to be there for 2 more years, 3 more years. I like 3 because I think that gives time to see if this Luka thing will end in a championship. I think after 3 years of Luka, if it doesn't work, I just don't think it's going to.
That's what I think. If they don't win a championship this year, then I think that he stays for like 2 more seasons to 3. Stop. Come on.
Dude, she's been so good and then just went. Yeah, so I'm saying 3 years. I think we try the LeBron experiment with Luka. If it doesn't work, I think we call it quits. Last one to end the pod, we have Stephen Curry. When will he retire? He's already alluding to it. He's already saying a bunch of stuff. When do you think Steph Curry hangs up the shoes, calls it quits? I think he's 36.
He's 36. You're welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, I think Steph Curry is going to be in the league for probably a year or 2. I don't think the Warriors are getting back in. I've been fighting this dog for 5 minutes. Stop it. I think the Warriors aren't getting back to a finals anytime soon, and I think that matters to him. And so if he's just taking years off with nothing to gain and nothing to lose, I think he just calls it quits and calls it a day. Anyways, we're going to go. When do you think Curry's retiring?
I give him 2 more seasons.
Okay, so pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. That's solid, girl.
We're out.
Absolutely.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for the first ever off-season episode of the Pick 6 Pod. We hope you enjoyed. We hope you have a great time. Like, follow, comment down below. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Okay.